Hi and welcome to another edition of Beauty on the Budget. Today I'm going to be talking about doing your eyes for more of a going out, or if you're going to be going to work and you want to experiment and do something a little bit more bold instead of just something simple or not quite natural looking, a little bit more unnatural. The product that I'm going to be using is going to be this CoverGirl Naked Golden palette. It's a dupe to the Urban Decay one of the Naked palettes, their golden one. I don't know which one because there's like 4 of them out right now. But this runs like $12 to $15, I think, whereas the Urban Decay one runs about $62. So for like a third of the price, it's a pretty good thing. I'm going to start with my Shadow Insurance, my eyeshadow primer. Always put on that, and then I'll go straight on to doing my eye makeup. So just use a tiny little dot and just smudge it around on your eyelids. Doesn't have to be too perfect. Okay, I have my trusty Sephora brush that I use pretty much all the time. And I'm going to start with this color here. It's the lightest one. It's a bit of a matte color. And I'm going to use this color for my brow bones, or for underneath my brow. And I tend to put some on and then do one and then do the other. I like to do, instead of doing one eye at a time, I tend to kind of do them both at the same time. Now, so I just put on a tiny bit underneath each eye, or each eyebrow, and then I do a little bit on the corners of my eye. Okay, next I'm going to use this gold color. It's the next one. Now this is a look that I tend to do fairly often, so you'll see the colors that I've used a lot. So I'm going to use this gold color first, and this is going to be the base color for all over my eyelid. And I just kind of blot it on. It's okay if you put a little bit too much on, you can kind of blend it later. Doesn't have to be perfect because you can blend it. This color is nice and light. It's just really a base color for me. Okay, so there's that. Next color I'm going to use is this color here. It's like a peachy kind of gold color. It comes out onto your eyes fairly gold. And so where I'm going to put it is just in here on my eyelash, or on my, kind of in the crease. So it's just to add a little bit of depth and color. And once again, I just kind of blot it on. And I do the same for the other eye. And then you just kind of blend it down into the eyelid a little bit. Okay. It's hard to tell, my lighting isn't amazing. I'm kind of doing with what I can. I'm going to switch brushes, and I'm going to be using this brush. This is the pointed tip brush. Once again, it's another Sephora brush for your crease shadow. So it's called a crease shadow brush. And I'm going to use this lovely color here. And just a tiny bit onto my brush. And here I'm going to do kind of the outer corner, like a C almost. Well, actually more of like a greater than and less than sign, depending on your eye, because you want a little bit of a point. You don't want it to be fully rounded. Just kind of opens up the eye a little bit more. See? So I put it just kind of here and there. I'm going to do the same for the other eye. And like I said, the beauty of these eyeshadows, it's very blendable. So if you feel like it's a little dark, you can just keep going over it until you've got it in the consistency that you like and the shade that you like. Or if you didn't put enough on, you can build it in layers. It's very buildable eyeshadow, which is really nice. I actually really like this eyeshadow. I'm quite impressed with the quality of it. Okay, and then, so right now, I'm just going to go over the colors that I previously did just to kind of blend them out a little bit, make it a little bit more noticeable. And there it is so far. Okay, so I'm going to show you actually two different ways to do this look. One way is to just line it with an eyeliner brush and slight liner. The other way is I'm going to finish it, for me, because this is how I like to do it, but you can do it either way, is to finish it with a liquid liner. So I'm going to take the darkest color here. It's a very deep brown. And I'm just going to very lightly tap my brush into it and just get a little bit onto it. And then I am just going to go very lightly along the lash brow, or the brow. Going to go very lightly along the lash line and line with this. Remember, it's okay if you get a little bit under your eyes or anything, because you can always fix it later with your foundation and your with your foundation or your powder. So there's one slight look. I'm just going to do the other one now. And this is a little bit more subtle if you're not quite comfortable with doing like a really thick liner, or if you're not comfortable trying out liquid liner yet and you're still learning. It still looks really nice, and still just looks really nice. And then the other way with this is I'm going to put a little bit just under my eyes, just kind of till about halfway, just to open them a little bit. So once again, it's the exact same color, I'm just putting it under my eyes. And you don't quite put it on your waterline, just put it right along your eyelash line. And if you're wondering what your waterline is, this line here, that's your waterline. People will sometimes take a white eyeliner and do along their waterline, and they'll do that to make it look like your eyes are wider, like more open. And just do the same on this side. And I like using the brush and that because it's just easier to build up and remove if you mess up. Okay, and so then I would put on my mascara, and then this look would be done like this. So I'm just gonna finish up with my typical. I will do my eyebrows, I will do my powder and my highlighter, and if you want, and I will also do my liquid liner. Actually, this looks pretty nice, but I'm gonna do my liquid liner. Okay. And the liquid liner is a little bit more bold. This isn't a black because it's the only liquid liner color I have right now. If I had a brown, I would probably do it in a brown more than I would do a black. but black is what I have, so black is what I'm using. And there's one eye. And I'll just do the other. And I'm not doing an overly bold liquid liner look. I'm just doing a very slight wing. I don't want anything today. I'm not going to do anything really huge and dramatic. I tend to like a little bit more of a subtle. It all depends on the kind of look you're going for. If you're going for like a super glam, sometimes it's fun to have a very bold wing. And I will just finish up my makeup and I will show you what the finished look was. Okay, so I'm going to do my powder. And just a quick note, when you do your powder or any face stuff, always make sure you do your neck and down and blend it, because you don't want to have that mask. So many people are known because they don't think about it. They just think, oh, I'm putting on face makeup, I'm just going to do my face. Same with moisturizer, anything, always blend into your neck, and try even sometimes to do your chest. Make sure that it all looks natural. You don't want to have that severe, it's very jarring. Okay. And finally, mascara. I'm trying out a new one. This is the Voluminous Miss Mango Rock. It's the one that's kind of supposed to give you more of like the spidery lashes. I'm not fully in love with it, but it's what I have for now, so it's what I'm using for now. It tends to make my eyelashes look a little bit clumpy. I want to go out and buy another, like a spoolie brush to kind of be able to bring it out a bit. I'll show you what I mean. So this is kind of what I mean for the eyelashes. Like, it kind of makes them a little bit more, it's hard, sorry, my thing's not focusing, but it's a little bit more clumpy than how I would normally like it, but it doesn't look bad, and when I have my glasses on, it's not as bad. Finally, I will finish off my look with some lip gloss. This is just a Peach Cobbler by NYX. It's their butter gloss, so this stuff is actually not bad. I'm normally not a huge lip gloss fan, but this one isn't bad. And there we go. There's my look. And so this is something that I would wear if I'm going out to dinner, or if I'm going to go to work or something, just depending. It's a little bit more fancy. It's a little less neutral. And it's an eye makeup look that you can do whenever you want. And you can start experimenting. I'll start showing you different colors in my next video. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.